Hey there, just coming live to color a little bit. I don't know, like what is that? I don't understand. Um, Maximize. Restream keeps adding these things that I have like no idea what they are, and they kind of get on my nerves. I ain't got time to figure out yet another piece of technology. I really don't. I really don't. Okay, what's going on with the screen? Why are the comments My goodness. They got weird things going on here. I mean, ugh. Gotta look at my own live to see if what the picture looks like, because I don't understand what they have changed on here. Yeah, the chat does cover part of the picture. Like, we don't want that. Like, why is it doing that? I don't understand. That's weird. I need them to stop changing things. Really strange. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to take the chat off the screen because it's like it's covering up things. Like, I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, what is it that? I don't no. What are we doing? Why? I don't understand these extra things. I don't know. They changed something, and I didn't have time to figure it out. Okay. So I don't know what I'm going to color in. I just uploaded a short of this one today. I'm still on the preliminary, basically I finished the pre-Lent pages, and I feel like this kind of like I could put a background on it. I have a feeling I'm going to come back to this book again, like Lord willing, next year, because I feel like there's things that I might want to add to the pages that maybe I'm not really, I don't want to spend that much time, so much time on one page till like I get really behind. So I think I'm probably going to just come through again this book next year and add things to it while I read the meditations or things. I really like the stuff that it writes in here for each day. There's some things where like I think there's a theological what do you call it? Lens that this is looks at Lent through. And some of it I agree with and some of it I don't. Some of it I find intriguing and some of them I'm like, I think no. For me, that's kind of bad theology, light. It's not like it's heretical or anything, but it's just like, I don't think of it that way, but I can use the language and say, okay, I can relate to it in this way. So I find the book really intriguing and I like the images. So, so I have a feeling I'm going to be coming back to this again next Lent. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. I like it. So then doing lettering, okay, that's not a fun time for me. So I just did this much to it. And like next year, I might add something else to it because I don't really have to the lettering because I don't have the patience to to do that. I did it with this one. I did use like a actually one of these and on the lettering, and that's like fast and everything, but I don't want to do the same thing on every page. I want variety in things. I want to do what I feel like I want to do or need to do on each page, not be forced to finish it. So, um, so I actually went in and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm finally on Ash Wednesday. Like I said, I'm behind, and I don't know. I might color this. Maybe that's what I'll color. Um, I don't really. I don't know. I don't really feel like coloring anything else, but I might come up with something. I don't know. I've also been working on this little by little, and I was thinking, you know what? I started thinking about this page like as a painter, and thinking about what I would do with this if I were actually painting it as a painting. I don't know if I could do that with uh, this little image at my desk. I don't know. But I've been thinking about it, and I can even see it in my head. And I don't know how I could recreate that with like say acrylic markers and gouache. I don't know how I would do that. Um, but it's something that's hanging around in my head. So I don't know. I may bust out and suddenly do that because using paint actually would bring out nuances of the rock and all that other kind of stuff very easily for me. It would be very easy to do that. I don't know how to do that with a pen kind of thing, and I don't know how to do that in a small, sitting at my desk. Yeah, it just doesn't compute for me. Got to be on an easel. There's, yeah, so I don't know. But this is a PDF that I got from this page. You can see here. Oh, can you see it? You can't see it. Where is it? Oh, it's on the bottom here. Let me focus that. Is this the focus or is that the side switcher? Supercoloring.com media coloring. And you can search there for Elijah Fed by Ravens if you want the specific book. Specific page. So, but yeah, so, but I keep going in and doing little things on it in between, and because this is a PDF, I can print it again. So I'm just using this just to kind of relax and contemplate. So, that's all I've been coloring. That's it. And I don't know if is there anything else up in here I want. I don't know. I've just been, because work is on, so I've been doing a lot of things for that, and I haven't really had time to do anything that takes even 1 inch extra of mental power. So, oh, you know what? I was looking. This is something I need to finish. No, that wasn't even one I was looking at. There's another one I need to finish. Maybe I'll do some on this one. Where's that page? This week was so kind of crazy. Kind of been just like zoning out from it. Okay, hope this. I'm gonna take this stuff down. And my papers. These are blanks. Blank cardstock. Hold up. Gonna rearrange a little bit. So let's see, what have I been up to? I don't know. Besides work, doctor's appointments, Still got my braces. They're still tweaking. I'm trying to, they're at the, what do they call it? Detailing stage. We're still at the detailing stage, not the come off stage. Oh, I was looking for this recipe for cream of soup. I think I may do this today. Make this thing. I got the stuff for it. That might be my food experiment today. Another page I need to finish. PDF. Well, actually, I printed it out from a book. There's another one I need to finish. I have another version of this, and you know what? I might start a fresh one. I printed one in portrait, and then I printed another one in landscape. I was trying to get the best printing, and I was also trying to get rid of that line, but that was not successful at all. Did I finish my other mouse page? I think I did. Yeah, I finished this mouse page. But I need, I did not finish this page that I did with Inktense. So I need to finish that. I need to file away my finished pages. I haven't been doing that. And I need to do that. And out of all that, did I find what I was looking for? No. I must have filed that one away. I had enough, and I was like, nope, I'm not doing it anymore. I got too many kind of tiny whips where I tried things out using certain pencils and wasn't enjoying it, and so I was just like, stop. It's weird. I can't find the one I'm looking for. Well, we definitely need to do some organizing today and file some stuff away. And since I don't really have anything on my screen, let's open up the chat. Hey, Foot Soldier. Hey, Shar. Yeah, I've been busy with work and going to appointments, and it's been crazy. This was a crazy week. Crazy week. I don't know how so many appointments wound up being in February. It's I don't know how they happened. Oh, and I just realized here's something I need to absolutely do for work today. I note to self. I need to do that. Shoot. Yeah, because I wasn't liking this, and I don't know how to fix it. I was trying to get I don't know, I wasn't getting the kind of look of the sun I wanted. And I almost think I might need to use a neo color or something to transform that. Or this might be dry enough now where I can use the Inktense over it. But it's going to take some thinking about the colors that I use and the order I use them to get it to look the way I want it to. But I like the rest of it though. And the paper is kind of lumpy, which annoys me. But I was thinking I was going to iron this page and just see okay, if I iron it, does that make me feel better? Will that make me feel better about using water? Because I don't like this frumpy. It annoys the heck out of me. This is I think it's a Tatiana Bogema page, or is it a Clara Markova page? This is a Clara Markova page that I have that I picked out because I wanted to color. Maybe I'll work on this one. I've got two of them. One of them, I have one that's unfinished that I was using the, what do you call them? The Color Premiums on, and that's the one I actually was looking for, and I think I must have put it I put it somewhere else because I need to get my colors out to work on it, and I don't really, those particular colors, the premiums that I have in the tin, and I don't really want to get those out because I don't feel very, I feel a little too clumsy to have that tin out on my desk and having to be moving trays. So, because I'm keeping those in the tin. I almost feel like finishing this up with markers, but I'm not doing that today. This one, the colors are problematic to me. I don't know what it is. Maybe I should just finish it, bust out, and just use anything and finish it. There's a thought. How brave do I feel today? Or how do I feel like just being loose? Just be loose. And this, from that mandala book I got, like it only was like 99 cents for a bunch of PDFs, like 40 or something like that. But I realize that how much it bothers me that the images are not symmetrical. And so I can show you one that isn't colored. This one looks more symmetrical than the others. Probably one reason why I printed it. But they're just, yeah, it just really was disturbing me, and it wasn't relaxing for me to color them. But I found, and then I also kind of had to make my own symmetry to it. And that's what I realized with these. And so I started kind of doing that with acrylic markers, really opaque acrylic markers. And that helped. So that's how I'm going to continue with this then. Yeah. And so now I like it better than I did before. So that's on my list for using up my acrylic markers. I could do this one. I really like these pictures a whole lot. These are the Bogema pictures. This is a Markova picture, and I need to put this actually on the back, I think. But I don't entirely trust myself because I'm bad with if I were to do this way, how would I do it? Tell myself finish one before you start another one, but that doesn't always happen because sometimes I'm not in the mood to do whatever, and sometimes I want to color without restrictions. So when am I going to make the soup? Well, this is like it's how it's making it's a replacement mix for cream of whatever soups. It's actually like a powdered mix you can make ahead of time and store, and it yields the equivalent of 9 cans of like Campbell's cream of soup or whatever. And so you have to mix it together. Where's the ingredients? Where's it on? Oh, over here on this side. You need powdered milk, a cup of powdered milk, 3/4 cups of cornstarch, a 1/4 cup instant bouillon granules. I just realized I don't really have that. But anyway, 2 tablespoons of I have cubes, not granules. Anyway, oh wait a minute, I have packets though. I have some packets. Anyway, 2 tablespoons of dried onion flakes, 1 teaspoon of basil, 1 teaspoon of thyme, half teaspoon of pepper. These I would imagine are like, you could improvise with that and with this. Probably with this too. And then you just mix it together. You store it in an airtight container. And it says for the equivalent of 1 can of cream soup, Mix a third cup of dry mix with 1 1/4 cup of cold water. Then cook in saucepan until thick. So, it says entire recipe makes the equivalent of 9 cans of cream soup. So, and the website I got this recipe on, was here. Food.com recipe cream dash soup dash mix dash replacement dash for cream dash of soups, etc. Honestly, I didn't realize how long that was. I thought I could get away with, like, well, that didn't happen. I also, like, I was led to this because I saw a video on YouTube where someone was making it, and I couldn't find that video again. I don't know what happened. So I went searching the internet for it and found it. But she was actually making it on her video, which was cool. And I wound up, because I wanted substitutes for cornstarch, and for things that I already had. And I saw that they had, also thinking kind of nutritional content and things like that. And you can replace the cornstarch with either arrowroot or potato starch. So, and I got the equivalent, how much I would need to replace each one, because I'm kind of low on cornstarch and I like using that for other things. So, but yeah, so I might do that today. I might not, because I'm not in the mood for. Well, I would store it anyway, make it and store it, but I don't know that I'm in the mood for all that. Yeah, so that's that. A little tip. Do I feel like doing this, or see? I don't want anything where I have to go in and think about what's there and try and match it. I want to relax. I want to relax. I'm only, like, I got 30 something more minutes, because I got things to do. A lot of things to do. Now, I started doing this page for the first day of Lent. Like I said, I'm behind. And because it's ashes, I wanted to make it gray. So I did. But now I don't know. And they're talking in here about a cloud. This is a journey clouded darkness, whatever. And so I wanted to make this gray, but now I'm not sure what to make the other things. So I got to think about it. And this is why it takes so long for me to color things. Thanks, Foot Soldier. You have a good day, too. So, I don't know. I'm actually kind of thinking, I wonder if I can get my husband, like, let's order something out today to eat, because I don't feel like being in the kitchen at all. Not at all. It's like extra, I could be doing something else instead of cooking. And I got lots of other things to do, which is why I'm coming out early. I don't even know what time it is. I've been up. Okay, it's only 11. It's not that early. But, what can I do to this? I was having problems with it. With greens and things. And I feel like I need to make these lily pads a different color, because, I don't know. It's like so much green. It seems like an awful lot of green. I can kind of talk today. That's interesting. I couldn't yesterday or Thursday. Teeth must be moving. That's a good sign. I got my colors over here. What color is this? It's not quite green. It's teal. Aqua. These are the regular colors. I ain't trying to be fancy on this picture, because I kind of just want to finish it, because I don't like how I started it. So when I do another one, I'm definitely going to, my other copies of this, I'm going to start it differently. So I feel like we're in the ugly stage right now. As I heard Ivy Pearl say the other day. I think we all kind of say it, but Ivy Pearl was talking about with her picture she was coloring. It's like, is it in the ugly stage? Yeah, this is in the ugly stage. So I hope everybody's doing well. It has been really warm here for this time of year and for how it's been. It's been 35. It was like 35 degrees the other day when I was coming home from work. I was like, wow. Snow's melting. There's mud. I hate that part. You can see the grass. See the asphalt. Easier to drive. But here in New York City, which is like a long ways for me, is supposed to be getting a bomb cyclone and blizzard-like conditions sometime soon. I don't know, Monday or something. So y'all be safe. Bread and milk, bread and milk. They say run into the store. Bread and milk, bread and milk. Have your stuff on hand just in case. For some reason right now, the only thing I can think, I keep thinking of either a Reuben sandwich or hot pastrami. I don't even know where I can probably get a decent Reuben around here. Decent hot pastrami, no. These are things that I miss about living where I live. Some things you just can't get. A good cannoli, a good hot pastrami. I should say a cannoli at all. Can't get a cannoli at all. No Neapolitans, the little flakes with the whipped cream and chocolate in between. Oh my god, I love those things. No pastrami. No Indian food. No Ethiopian food. No Jewish deli. Like, I'm just going to go through the list. I've made living here sound really depressing as far as food. Maybe that's why I cook so much at home. But I mean, I cooked at home anyway. I'm just, I never was a big eat out person. I would just eat out like when it was like for somebody's birthday or whatever, something like that. Some party for something or whatever. That was when I would eat out. Otherwise, no. Sometimes friends going out together, then we'd eat out. But sometimes even then, we would all go to the grocery store, meet at somebody's house, and we'd cook, make stuff. That was a lot of fun. We cook it all and we eat it all. Oh my gosh, Quiznos was so good. It was phenomenal. I guess it was too good to last because they always used quality ingredients. That place was the bomb. I was so sad when they closed. I like the moon, for it is good to us. Sorry, I'm thinking about the commercial that used that, I don't know, that thing that was going around somewhere on the internet or something with the puppet mice. I like the moon, for it is good to us. I like the moon. Okay, now I gotta find that. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to watch that today. Okay, that turquoise kind of did a little something something. That's not too bad. What else? I'm not gonna. I kind of don't like these purple things. I was trying, but I kind of don't like them. Let me change them. I'm not gonna try and change them until I get more colored in here, because I need to know where this is going. I need it going somewhere that I kind of like. I guess I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of funny about food places anyway. Like, um, like, ugh, I don't know, I'm funny about them. I really am. Like, I don't like the smell of a lot of places. Like the smell of dead lettuce, the smell of dirty mop water, the smell of, I don't know, if it smells too greasy, ugh, makes my stomach turn. And the thought of food coming from a place like that, like it just makes me ill. Makes me not want to eat it. That's another reason why I wind up cooking at home so much. It's like, can't do it. Can't do it. This, and I think I got that from one of my friends. She was my roommate for a while too, back in the day, and I must have gotten, I don't know, I feel like I got that from her. But then she also used to work in food service. So she told me stories, and I think those stories definitely had an effect on me. And I almost feel like they have more of an effect on me now than they did back then. Um, Maybe because now I have more opportunity to eat out, but I don't take that opportunity because she told me stories. And then with what, like what's going into the food, just, if it's prepared the way the place is supposed to prepare it, what's even going into it? Sometimes I don't like, no, I don't need that. I don't want that. There's a way you could make this better where that's not in there and it's healthier or whatever. So I'm just like, I don't know why I want hot pastrami. Wonder where the nearest Jewish deli is. I think it's got to be like about an hour away. That's sad. It's so sad. And that's the kind of thing where it's like, I have that one and done. I don't need it again. That's my fix for a year or two. So it's not like I want to go out and buy the ingredients and everything and try and make it myself, because it's not something I want to keep eating. So I don't even know, like, what color should that be? No, I'm in New York State. Hey, Amy. Good morning. Beautiful picture from Luna. That's really pretty. Looks like Princess Land. It's a princess. I don't know. I'm gonna start looking and seeing. Can I get a hot pastrami sandwich from? Now this is a morning when my husband goes to breakfast with a group of people every Saturday, so he's not gonna be as hungry as me. But should those be pink too? I guess. I don't know what else. I don't know what other color to make it. It should be darker or lighter. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Kind of feel like something in here should be like kind of pearly looking. Yeah. I probably have something that could do that, but I don't know how to use it. Let me do more green. What did I do with that blue? Uh-oh. I put it away. I put it away. No, I don't know which one it was. Maybe I can guesstimate. Was it this one? This one, maybe, because that one's got a small tip. Let's see if we can maybe make the colors kind of bring in the same colors in certain spots to give it some continuity. Oop. Made a point, lost a point. I don't know if you heard that, how it just went. How sharp that is. I love that point. I just haven't had much of an appetite. And it's like I keep eating tuna fish because I don't know what else to eat. In part because like my teeth were kind of sore after they adjusted them, and so I just was like, let's just go light on this. And I didn't want to eat anything that put too much pressure on them until that ache went away. See, I don't know if that's flower or leaf. I have no idea. We're gonna just, I don't know. We'll find out in this one, and then when I color it again, I'll know better. I'll be like, don't do that. That's not what it is. I need that second chance. That's why I like PDFs. I need that second chance. Oh. See, I'm about ready to Google hot pastrami sandwich to see like the closest one to me. It's pretty bad. I really do want a hot pastrami sandwich. It'd probably be easy to get a Reuben, but not a hot pastrami sandwich. But I want a hot pastrami sandwich. Really, that's really what I want rather than a Reuben. I'd rather get what I really want, because if I don't, then I'm going to eat the thing in second choice, but I'm still going to be wanting the other. It's just hard sometimes for me to concentrate on making something, that's like atypical, not something I usually make. It's hard to focus on doing that when I'm working, because my brain is all absorbed into what I need to do for there, and planning for there, and personal research for there, and all this other stuff, and I can't. I I don't have any spare brain matter for cooking something that I haven't made before, that I don't have a recipe for, even. Or even if I do have a recipe, sometimes it's like, Then anything I cook, I'm also trying to make it healthier than maybe how it originally is. And so that's kind of um, another thing that I got to think about when I'm making it. So maybe I blend it pink and green. How about that? I have stuff to cook in the fridge. Like I have those butter beans that I still need to make. I'm just not in the mood to eat that kind of thing. And rice right now, after I get my teeth adjusted, eating rice is kind of problematic. It just doesn't feel right. Not comfortable, not enjoyable. And so I'll make it, and it probably won't. Well, my husband will eat it, but he won't eat it fast enough for it to not go to waste. So I'd rather not do that. Somebody, a neighbor who he's originally from Louisiana, and and so he's back in Louisiana right now, but he's up here like for the summer. And so my husband kind of like keeps his stuff plowed and everything while he's gone. And he sent us a king cake for Mardi Gras. Um, I haven't had any of it because I'm really not a big cake person and frosting person. But that was nice of him to do it. What I like is when he sends us that, what's the name of that sausage? Some kind of sausage. Ooh, and he makes it from venison. That stuff, is it poutine? It's like got the rice is stuffed with rice and venison. Oh my gosh, I love that stuff. That's what I like. When he sends us that, gives us that, I'm like all over it. It's like, ooh, I love that stuff. But my husband's been eating that cake all by himself because I just don't. It's like, no, no, thank you. I actually have wanted to make a jelly cake from the mango um preserves I made, mango jam preserves, whatever the heck it is. I'm gonna wait on that. Hey, Brittany, hope you're doing well. So Shar asks, if you had a choice for coloring pages, would you prefer to print yourself or have pages sent by mail? I don't know. It would depend on the I guess print myself because it's more immediate. But if they can get a better image printing, like, than I can, then I would want it mailed to me. So, but like the pages, like when I bought the Color Cube Ladies book, um, and you automatically get PDFs of the entire book as well. Um, I like that, and I haven't had any problems printing her pages, so um, that was really cool. I haven't even colored in the actual book yet, only the PDFs, because the PDFs are, it's convenient. So, well, there's one lotus. How many lotuses are there like that? There's this one. I still got to do the outer leaves. I'll do that last. because I want to try and remember what I did here. Yeah, I've just kind of been in this weird thing. I don't really want to eat, but I have to eat. I don't know what that's about, but maybe it's just the effort of cooking. Another thing something I could probably do is make a pad thai. Those are usually satisfying no matter what's in it, and they taste really good cold. But I don't know that I feel like that either. Oh, I would definitely eat it. I could cook it, but I always like it. But uh, then it's the effort of cooking. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that. That's why I like to make a big pot of something that's going to last a long time because then it's there, eat it, and it's done. No thought needed. Just eat it. So I was eating that chili for forever. Oh, and I have success with something. The learning the Roman numerals for the with the what do you call it? I don't know, music theory or whatever. How they would do the Roman numerals like they do that in jazz. Um, I finally figured it out, and the thing is so freaking simple. I don't know why nobody ever like showed it that way before or said it that way before. They were being like way too complicated. All it is okay. You start with C major. You start with C. It's C, C D E F G A. C D E F G A. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. So the Roman numerals for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C D E F G A. That's all it is. And it took me buying this one book that I got this week that has it like written right there. It has the Roman numerals, and then it has the chord name, which has the note, the root note. I was like, oh, that's all it is. All I had to do was look at that and say, oh, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everything else was just like, I don't know, making it too complicated, talking about interval, this and blah de blah and blah. It's like, no, that doesn't compute for me. It's like no. That's why I got a D in music theory. Because like you're trying to put 20 on 10. Just be simple. Think like a dummy. Like and then I'll get it. So that was so wild. So finally we got that. Thank you, Lord. We know what that is, and I have a really good book for teaching jazz piano now. And I got it Thursday night. I received it, and I started in it Thursday night. Started right at it, and I can tell, like it's explaining things clearly, and it's 300. It's has something for you for 365 days out of the year, and it goes weekly. So in one week you learn these 7 things. The next week you learn these 7 things. It's really cool. Um, and it has a combination of it's all teaching it. It has theory in it. gives you fingerings, so it has you practicing fingering, and it has you practicing notation, while also having you practice those positions, the Roman numeral things at the same time, all of them, like all of that stuff at once. And it also has where you practice a particular lick, like a particular kind of like musical phrasing or whatever. Um, all in one week. It's really cool. So it's a one book that I find to be useful. Like I'll maybe try and remember the name of it another time because I don't right now. But I mean, yeah, too much in my head, so I don't remember the exact name of the book, but I can share it with anybody who's interested. So far, yeah, I recommend. I went through all those lessons, started right on them Monday through Sunday that night. Um, and already, like, I got to practice stretching my finger to play seventh chords. Yeah, so that's the thing that I have to like start getting good at and start practicing more is the stretch of my hands and my position on the keyboard so that I can fit because I have small hands. Wish you the best on your colonoscopy. I actually scheduled mine for well, I don't know if it's I guess I don't know if it's going to be the actual thing. It might be the actual thing, but I contacted my person for that because I'm due. I have to get one every 5 years. So because my parents both passed due to colon cancer, so I'm due for mine this year. I really don't want to put more green on this. Not totally green. I really don't. Even though I'm pretty sure this is kind of like the leaf. I can't do it. Oop, that was my stomach. I really need to eat. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I was drinking coffee. And I hope they give just the simple thing now as a rule, not those weirdo gallon things of whatever. Because I had to cancel one before because I was like, no, I can't do this. You can't give me anything that's going to cause me to bloat because then I won't be able to finish it and I won't be able to have the procedure. And I kind of had told them that, and they didn't listen. I thought, well, maybe this must be okay because this is what they prescribed. And then it's like, nope, it's not okay. And it's like, morning of it, it's like, I can't because I can't go. Everything's stuck. I told y'all this before. I can't do that thing. But when my husband had his, he had the little short thing. So I'm thinking that might be protocol now. I hope so. I'm going to have to tell him, don't give me that big thing. I can't drink it all day because I can't even, it's like, it'll turn into like a whole, stuck on one end, vomiting on the other, and nothing happens. It's supposed to. It's like, I know myself. Don't give me that. It's got to be quick. I'm thankful for all those procedures. They can, be annoying, but they're lifesavers. Something that neither of my parents had. They might still be here if they had that. So my siblings and I are just regularly just dedicated to do that. I feel like I want a little bit more dark pink on here. I always have thought about making soup, but I'm kind of sick of soup. See, this is why I'm not eating. I'm just like, The more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, just forget it. Don't eat. How's that? Mm-hmm. This is actually from. Do I have this one out? Yeah. I need to put it back. That's what I need to do. From. No, not this one. Oh, is that book from. Wait a minute. Maybe it's from this book. Not the. This book is Inky Whimsy by Helen Elliston. And this one comes from her. I'm trying to. It's not on this side thing. Inky Mandalas. That's what this is pictures from. Yeah, I hope they keep it simple and basic and small this time. I can't be drinking no huge thing of whatever. I can't do it. I can't do it. It always turns into cancellation. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm trying to darken this with this. I also can make a pizza, but I don't really feel like eating pizza. And I gotta make it's not a problem to make a sauce at all, but to do that, I gotta open a jar of canned tomatoes that won't be able to make I'm gonna have canned tomatoes left over because, like, I'm not gonna need all that to make a marinara. And then that means I gotta figure out something else to make with it, and I don't know what else to make with it. So I'm staying away from that. I got all these rules. But unless I can think of something else to make with the rest of the tomatoes, I don't want to open that jar of tomatoes. I probably need to take a good look in the freezer and just kind of like, if I do that, that'll probably like spark ideas for me. It's like, oh yeah, I could eat that. But I don't even feel like doing that. Just in a mood. I feel like, okay, I took that white out. I feel like I need to put it back, but I'll put it back after. So, colonoscopy won't be until summer, which works for me. Oh, I have been on an hour. Yeah, I would always, well, actually, because the way, like, I was always eating vegetables, I would make sure that I was eating light before I had to do the prep, and that I was, well, that I was not necessarily light, but making sure that I was drinking enough water and making sure that I was eating um, green fiber so that it would really keep me kind of empty so that the prep wouldn't be so bad. Or to make it easier, because like the preps weren't, except for that the one time they gave me that big gallon of stuff to drink, the prep wasn't bad. But that one time, I don't know, like I think the doctor I had with the practice was no longer there, so they didn't get what I was saying to them, and they messed up. Okay, that looks a little better. How do I do them berries? They need to be sparkles. I'm gonna need you maybe use stickles on these because that purple's kind of weird. Now, do I need a small diameter pencil or no? I don't know. We're just going in. We're gonna use this first. He could have been purple. I could have made him a purple frog. I really could have done that. Shoot. Too late now. Kind of. I could make him blue. Could still cover blue from this. Yeah, exactly, sure. A nice gradual unbulking. I do have some. I have a little bit of chili left. I could make loaded nachos again. For some reason, that I hear that and it's like, yeah, I could do that. I mean, it's repetitive. It's the same thing I've eaten for other than tuna fish. But I do need to finish that stuff up. That's one way to finish it. And I put a load of lettuce on top. Shred it up. Yeah, I didn't eat it the other day because I had to go an appointment in the morning, and then I had an appointment I had to go to the orthodontist afterwards, and so it was like, okay, well, trying to get all the shredded lettuce out from between my braces, just like I was not in the mood. But if I'm just going to be at home, it's like, yeah, okay, we got time for that. So maybe that's what I'll eat. That's actually sounding good to me. That's going to be lunch. Lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, or lunch, dinner. Oh, whatever. Just food is just not. I'm in a whole not interested mode. And I gotta make sure I eat. It's really bad. I really need to eat. Body needs nutrition. Am I gonna make him turquoise? So I really just kind of, other than coloring in the Lent book and that one coloring page of Elijah, I don't know. It's almost like I'm not in the mood to color, really. And I guess always, I just do it just to relax. And, or if I'm at my desk and I gotta, I just want to do something in between for a quick break, that's mostly what I've been doing, really. And coloring things that fits with. Low requirement for my brain. And also maybe serving an additional kind of meditative purpose. But I don't want to color anything that I'm worried about messing up. That's not anything I want to do right now. And that could change, but for now, that seems to be how things are going. But I'm also feeling a lot like I just really, and I mentioned this before, I kind of want, I, if I could, I feel like I would just go completely analog right now. But I can't because, like, everything I do seems to require, too many things I do require being on the internet. But I almost feel like I'm working some part of me I feel like is working towards that. And I can't exactly explain why. But I think I'm not, I don't think I'm the only person in that. kind of mood. I mean, if it weren't for people I connected with on here, it possibly would be something I would do sooner. But like I said, I can't do that right now anyway because of other things that I do. But I can limit and reduce that. The amount of time I spend on here. Hey, Enfield. Good morning. Hope you're doing well, you and your household. Cute little frog. I don't know what color to make those. Ooh, dear, I missed a green, and that was complicated making that green. I don't know how we're going to do that. Do I have any other spots? Yeah, oh my gosh, too. I don't even remember everything I did to make that. Ooh, we got to try and duplicate. Somehow. Is this the... No, they're different. Okay, I think I gotta go eat. It's a little bright, but we can dull it out later. I know if I use like an olive green, do I have one over here? No matter how many pencils I put away, I still wind up with pencils out. Like, how does that happen? They make babies or something. I've been putting all the Derwents I've been using in my little cigar box here. But it's getting pretty full now. I think I need to put them away. There it is. I thought this was somewhere out here. Maybe that's not the one I wanted. Okay, I gotta color these frogs too. Like, what am I gonna... I never use like metallic marker on them. How that would be. Yeah, these don't go over the colors too well. I probably used a Prisma. Yeah, needles are much better now than they used to be. I'll tell you that much. They're way better than they used to be. Because now it's kind of like, I don't know, comparison, you barely feel it. I always just, I look away or look at the ceiling or something. But sometimes now I just look right at it because it doesn't really like most needles don't really hurt anymore. Like, what is it? The MMR one, that hurts, I think. Still. It hurts less than it used to, though. And the tetanus, I think, still hurts. Sorry, I shouldn't be talking about that with needles. But everything else has been like, what? You're done? Okay. I was still waiting for it. Tell you what, that's a good thing. Because I just remember, what's that shot you get when you're like before school, before you have to start school? I still remember that one. I still remember me crying in the doctor's office. And that thing hurt for like forever. And I still got the mark from it too. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm coloring it this color. I just am. Oh, I shouldn't have gone up there, huh? Okay. All I can find is my wee Prisma White. I got my taller one out here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. It's right here somewhere, but I got so many pencils on my desk I can't tell. I know that's like a bad bottle coloring, but whatever. We're not finished with it. This is just the beginning. I put the brown away. I do need to get off here though, because I got to do some stuff. Lots of stuff. Finding the color I want. Okay, so we're kind of pushing out of the. Where's the? Please, this blue, because I did talk about making them blue. Okay, we're going drastic now. I'm gonna have to use a blender. Derwents aren't so good for going over other people's pencils, unless it's Prisma. So trying to go over a color, it's kind of stupid, but oh well, I'm doing it. And I have to use a blender to get it to really do what I want. Yeah, because somehow I don't want it to be so green. Switch up. Trying to go kind of light. But like I said, these don't go over colors. It doesn't go over waxy, hard pencils very well. Tends to be kind of scratchy. He's blue. Okay, my stomach keeps like making noises. I really need to go eat. He's blue. I'm getting more of a lower lip. I wish I could. I go really light. See how much I can get away with. Not too much. I don't know. Where's the light supposed to be? Where's the light coming from? Okay, we're going to be adding Prisma White. I can see it now. Because I'm focusing on trying to do this really lightly so it doesn't get scratchy. And I can't think about that and where the light's coming from at the same time. Can't do it. I got limits. I got limits. There's more blue. And I wanted to do that just so I can come back to this and see it differently than how I've been seeing it, before I added what I added today. So I can think about what other colors, what works with this or whatever. My brain will click in and say, pick up a color that will go with this, if that made any sense. I'm trying to get it out my mouth right, but I don't know how it's coming out. Yeah, so because I wanted to get out of that bright green thing and the whole green thing, I needed something to kick me out of that mindset and to think of this differently. So I think this does that, doing what I did in this live. So I'm going to end it here. And I want to thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you being here. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day. And best to you, Brittany, on your colonoscopy. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Take care. Bye-bye. If I can find the right mouse. Oh, well. Which one? This one. Bye, y'all.